Hey guys, welcome back to Gray and Shea. Happy Father's Day. I'm just gonna start off this video by telling you guys that this video is a little bit more heavy-hearted. Me and Gray have had some conversations about how we enjoy being goofy on our channel, yes, but we also want to show you guys the real people behind, all the fun and goofy and silly. So I wanted to make some more serious videos talking about more serious topics too. And if that's not your tea, girl, that's okay. Just click on to our video we posted this morning somewhere on the screen. It is a party prep vlog, getting ready for Grayson's birthday party. We had that last night. It was super fun. We played beach volleyball, we did water balloons, and all that jazz. So the vlog is just a couple of clips of us getting ready, get the party started. So if this video is not what you were looking forward to, then we have something else up for you. I hope you enjoy. Let's just get into talking about my dad. Now, I will start by telling you, my dad has never been in my life. I'm 17 years old now, and he left us when I was a baby. I had no recollection of him, no memory of him. All I knew until this year was that I've seen pictures of him and that he left us when we were little. When I was little. When I was younger, my mom got remarried when I was 4 to my brother's dad, and I always called him dad or daddy or whatever, because I thought this is the man who's married to my mom, dad. So I called Chris dad for a really long time, and even after my mom and him got a divorce, I still went on the visitations with him and stuff because I thought that was my dad. When I got to be about 5 or 6 years old, I had gotten home from playing at a friend's house, and my mom told me she needed to have a serious conversation with me. And obviously I couldn't wrap my head around it. I was 5, but she sat me down and she had, a photo album filled with my baby pictures. And she just told me, she was like, look, Alyssa, Chris is not your real dad. Your dad left us when you were little. If you have any questions, I'm here to answer them to the best of my abilities. Here's what he looks like. This man in these pictures holding you, this is your dad. And I didn't quite understand at the time because I was so young and I didn't have any questions because I was so little. I was just like, okay, Chris isn't my dad, cool. Can I go play with my friend now? So that was that. Then as I grew older, 7, 8, I got curious and I wanted to meet him. So I told my mom I wanted to meet him, and so they had a court date or something coming up, or he had to visit Dallas, and he came to the court date, and he was supposed to meet me that afternoon when I got out of school. So when I got home from school, I was really excited, and my mom had to sit me down and tell me, hey, your dad just isn't ready to meet you yet. And after that, I was really sad, and I was sad and confused for a really long time. And then I got to middle school, and other things were going on in my life. They were more important to worry about than what was going on over here with him and his situation. So at that point, I just decided, this person doesn't want me in his life. That I don't want him in my life, and I don't want him to be around, to see me grow. Once I got past all the drama over here, back to focusing on my dad. This year, my junior year, I would say is the first year I've been truly happy for 6 years. I have, just really soaked in all the joy of life, and I've opened my heart to forgiving. And this year in cosmetology class, my friends would ask me about my family situation and, why do you live with your grandparents? Where's your parents? And da-da-da. So I told them my dad wasn't in my life. And so they had a question for me, and they were like, well, if you've never met your dad before, why do you have his last name? And so then that planted a seed in my brain, and I thought about it for a really long time, and so me and my mom one morning on the way to cosmetology school, we were talking and chit-chatting about, you know, how happy I was with junior year, but I told her I wanted to change some things. I told her I had questions for her about my dad and why he left, and I told her, you know, Mom, I don't want my last name to be DeForest anymore. I want my last name to be Cox, which is my mom's maiden name. My grandparents' last name. They raised me. She raised me. I want their last name. They've been in my life. I told her that it's a stranger's last name and I just don't, you know, want it anymore. So she talked to me for a while and talked me out of it, obviously. She was like, you know, Alyssa, like, you're about to be 18. There's no point in changing your name now because in a few short years you're gonna get married and it's gonna change on its own. And so she just talked me through it, went to cosmetology class crying. That was really rough. Then mid-April of this year, I got curious one night when I was going to bed, just thinking, you know, how you do before bed. You think about everything when you're trying to sleep and you can't. Things just rush through your brain. So I kept thinking about my dad. So I Googled him. I looked on all the ancestry websites and I was, you know, just curious to know like what he was up to. I was trying to find his Facebook. I was trying to find his phone number. Like I was literally like a crazy stalker person trying to find this man. His Facebook had nothing on it and I didn't get super far on Google other than finding out his full name and what city he lived in, which I already knew his first and last name and what city he lived in. I just found out his middle name. So then I told my mom the next day that I had been Googling my dad and, you know, looking for him, and she was like, well, do you want his phone number? And I was like, of course I want his phone number. And she was like, well, here you go. And I really didn't know what to do with it at the time, so for the past few months I've just been texting, hi, hey, hello, hi, hey, and he probably thought it was really irritating, this random number just texting him all these heys like every, you know, once a week, and he'd get random phone calls from my number and never answered. So sometime this week I decided I wanted to text him and tell him, you know, who it actually is, who's been blowing up his phone all this time. You know, tell him a little bit about my life, let him know that I'm open-hearted and open-minded and I'm just ready to, you know, accept him and let him back into my life again. And he replied, and 2 nights ago when Gracen was here, he called me. I'm gonna insert a clip of the first like words I said to him. Gracen was trying to record, but then I started crying and she was like, Alyssa, it just got so personal, like I didn't want you to, you know, feel like you couldn't say whatever you wanted to say or what you needed to say on the phone with him. So I'll insert the small clip that I have. Like, hi, I'm good, how are you? Talked to him and I told him, you know, everything that went on in my life for 17 years. And now we're at a great place. Within 3 days, we've talked so much and he just told me he was sorry for leaving and that he's so proud of what a beautiful woman I've become. This situation has made me so immensely happy and it's made me such a strong person from it. So I just wanted to share this story to inspire other girls who might be going through the same situation. You know, you don't have your dad in your life or, you know, whatever it may be. First of all, I want to say it does not make you weird. You're not an outcast. There's other people that feel the same way as you. You know, I also want to say that if you resent the person who's hurt you in your life, I really encourage you to open your heart up and forgive. Honestly, my choice to forgive him was the greatest decision I could have made for, you know, my relationship with him. I'm gonna close out this video by saying, I know I said I wasn't gonna cry. I teared up a little bit. I'm so sorry. I'm emotional. I'm a female. It's what we do. I understand this wasn't a fun, woo-woo, like, exciting video that me and Grayson usually do, but I felt like it was something that was really on my heart to talk about. Anyway, go like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We post new videos every Sunday. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, just go and click on our party vlog in this corner of the screen. And I will see you next week. I love you guys.
Pull up.